It's no secret that a cyclical system of perpetual war fuels the American economy. But what may surprise you is just how soon the next one manifests itself. The first stage of the economic cycle leading to war is a bull market, driven by overconfidence in technological innovation, investing on margin, and consumerism, which lead investors to drive numerous market sectors and assets to significantly inflated valuations. This stage corresponds to periods like the dot-com boom or the Roaring Twenties. It concludes with the market correcting itself. A subsequent recession, such as the Great Depression or the dot-com bubble burst or the Great Recession in 2008. The second stage of the cycle addresses economic instability, with government intervention to stabilize a faltering domestic economy. Increased government spending and lower interest rates stimulate consumerism, a cornerstone of the capitalist structure. These policies harm big corporations, central and commercial banks, and apply pressures on the infrastructure of the capitalist system. To prevent the collapse of the modern neo-feudalist structure of capitalism, the country itself turns to imperialism. Oh, the infrastructure of my capitalist economy is faltering. Let me just go exploit another country. War is the recovery stage of this cycle. The U.S. invades another country, driving domestic production, overthrows its regime, and paves the way for big corporations to urbanize, rebuild, and support, all under the banner of spreading democracy. They occupy as long as they like. But once they leave, the soil is stained and golden arches of corporate power are all that remain. So where are we now? Currently, the country embraces phase 1, economic overconfidence. The introduction of AI fuels huge surges in the tech sector, with the S&P 500 achieving a 35% yearly return, far exceeding its 10 to 15% average over the past 2 decades. Yet instability persists, as the Fed actively cuts interest rates by 75 basis points this year and plans further reductions into 2025. With Trump's tariffs and fiscal policies outlined in Project 2025, a clear economic crash looms on the horizon. Key figures like Musk and Vivek, positioned in influential roles, signal an intent to run the United States like a large corporation. Their first order of business? Downsizing, dismantling multiple government bureaus and agencies. In a nation where countless households live paycheck to paycheck, the fiscal policies of Project 2025 will drag the economy downward, and the country will turn to war as the recovery strategy. In our modern neo-feudalist society, executive systems and elected officials no longer shape decisions or advocate for the people. Instead, it's banks, corporations, and capitalist structures that steer this country towards imperialism. One could argue that we are already at war, an economic standoff for domination between international corporations. And it's only a matter of time until this conflict inevitably spills into bloodshed.